गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। दिस इज ईशा एंड आई होप कि आप सब लोग ठीक है, अपने अपने घर पे पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, स्टेइंग सेफ एंड हैप्पी। सो या लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। तो आज का जो वीडियो है दैट इज ऑल अबाउट इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स फॉर द चैप्टर फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ। सो दिस चैप्टर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। दिस इज अ चैप्टर 5 फॉर क्लास 9। ये फर्स्ट चैप्टर है सेल के लिए। दिस इज अ बेसिक चैप्टर ऑफ ऑल द चैप्टर्स नाउ व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी फर्दर। सो या लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। अभी इस वीडियो में हम लोग देखेंगे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स जो मैंने बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज से लिए हैं, मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन पेपर्स से लिए हैं जो प्रीवियस ईयर्स में आए हैं फॉर क्लास 9 CBSE। सो या लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। अगर आपने अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है सो प्लीज डू सब्सक्राइब, शेयर, लाइक एंड कमेंट टू माय चैनल। प्लीज लाइक कर दो यार। ओके, सो या लेट्स स्टार्ट इट। सो व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ? चैप्टर के नाम से ही हमें पता चल जाता है कि सेल इट इज अ स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ। इट इज अ बेसिक सेल जो हर ऑर्गेनिज्म में पाया जाता है। सो सेल इट इज अ स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स। नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी हैव इज व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सेल ऑर्गेनल्स? Cell organelles are present inside the cell. There are various components present inside a cell. Those are known as cell organelles. For example, mitochondria, plasma membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. These all are the cell organelles. Now, these organelles they are involved in carrying out some essential functions that are necessary for the survival of a cell. Now, next question is that we have to describe plasma membrane and a cell wall. Describing a plasma membrane in one line or in a one sentence is like plasma membrane, it is present inside the cell wall. It is inside the cell wall, and plasma membrane, it is made up of lipids and proteins. Next comes the cell wall. Cell wall, defining or describing a cell wall, you can say that cell wall is present in plant cell. It is absent in animal cell, and cell wall, it is made up of cellulose. Yeah. So the next question is, which cell organelle is a source of digestive enzymes? So I told you, जब मैं आपको इस बारे में पढ़ा भी रही थी, I told you that this is a very important, even though only the one word is required, but yeah, this is very important. So the answer is lysosomes. They are membrane bound sacs filled with the digestive enzymes. So the cell organelle, that is the lysosome, it has a membrane bound sac filled with the digestive enzymes. Now next comes is the endocytosis. What is endocytosis? Or they can ask like, define endocytosis. Now the flexibility of the cell membrane enables the cells to engulf in food and other material from its external environment. Such process is known as endocytosis. I repeat, the flexibility of the cell membrane enables the cell to engulf the food and other material from its external environment. Such process is known as endocytosis. I think these questions are clear to you by now. Basic questions है, starting है। इस पीपीटी में आपको सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस दिखने को मिलेंगे, आंसर्स मैं आप लोगों को एक्सप्लेन करूंगी। सो या यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर्स इन योर ओन वे, इन योर ओन लैंग्वेज। द डेफिनेशंस तो अपना वैसे ही लिखने पड़ेंगे जैसे है, बट या कुछ क्वेश्चंस यू हैव टू राइट इट ऑन योर ओन। सो या लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। नंबर्स को मत काउंट कीजिए, पीपीटी की वजह से नंबर्स आपको 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 दिखने को मिलेंगे। सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, which cell organelle facilitates inheritance of characters from parents to next generation? क्वेश्चन आंसर्स में होता यह है कि आपको क्वेश्चंस को ठीक से समझना होता है, एक दो बार पढ़ना होता है, देन यू हैव टू आंसर द क्वेश्चंस। ऐसे ही नहीं कि सेल ऑर्गेनल के बारे में पूछा है, इनहेरिटेंस के बारे में पूछा है तो राइट डाउन एनीथिंग। नो, रीड द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली। Which cell organelle facilitates inheritance of characters from parents to the next generation? ऐसा कौन सा सेल ऑर्गेनल है जो फैसिलिटेट करता है इनहेरिटेंस को, अपने कैरेक्टर्स को, जो पेरेंट्स से नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में देखे जाते हैं. Which cell organelle is that? So that cell organelle is a chromosome. Chromosome, they facilitate inheritance of characters from parents to the next generation. So the next question is, what are chromosomes made up of? What are chromosomes made up of? Chromosomes, they are made up of DNA and protein. DNA, it is a deoxyribonucleic acid, and protein. What do you mean by cell division? Very, very important question. What do you mean by cell division? And write its different types. ये question 3 marks में भी पूछा जा सकता है, और on a note that 5 marks के लिए भी, whatever the higher marks are, उसके लिए भी पूछा जा सकता है. प्रोसेस भी आपको डिफाइन करनी होगी अगर वो हायर मार्क्स के लिए. अगर 3 मार्क्स 2 मार्क्स के लिए तो यू कैन जस्ट डिफाइन इट एंड द टाइप्स ऑफ इट. So the cell division, the process by which a parent cell divides into 2 or more daughter cells, is called the cell division. Now there are 2 types of cell divisions. There are 2 different types. That is, first one is the mitosis and the second one is the meiosis. Agar they say explain the types of cell division, then you have to explain the mitosis and meiosis, their definition, process, example, and their functions. So the next question is, write the main function of a cell membrane. Cell membrane का main function क्या है? So the cell membrane, it regulates the movement of materials between the ordered interior of the cell and the outer environment. That is, the inner environment and the outer environment को, movement of materials को वो regulate करता है. In and out को it supports or it regulates the environment inside and outside the cell. Next question is, what is plasmolysis? One of the most important questions. What is plasmolysis? Now, when a living cell or living plant cell, it loses water through osmosis. Now there is a shrinkage, वो shrink हो जाता है, or the contraction is being seen, the contraction of contents of the cell away from the cell wall. जो contents होते हैं present inside the cell during osmosis, so the contents, they move away from the cell wall. So this phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. I hope abhi tak these questions are clear to you. Hoping that you understand these questions. So yeah, let's get next. Basic question, one word question. Who discovered cell and how? Who discovered cell and how? In 1665, the English scientist named Robert Hooke. इतना बड़ा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. So in the year 1665, Robert Hooke, he discovered the cells when he saw honeycomb-like structure while observing the thin sliced cork under his self-designed microscope. कैसे डिजाइन किया, मतलब कैसे उसको डिस्कवर किया? This is a question. Now, why is plasma membrane called as the selectively permeable membrane? Plasma membrane, cell membrane, selectively permeable membrane, these all are the same. The name is same, but the name are different, but the function is same of the three. In the place of cell membrane, they can ask you, why is cell membrane called the selectively permeable membrane? Both are the same question. Okay. Plasma membrane, it is a highly specific structure and it is made up of lipids and proteins. Selectively, they allow the entry of substances into the cell and some of the exit of some other substances from cell. That is why they are known as selectively permeable membrane. Now, why are lysosomes known as the suicide bags? This is also an important question. Now, the lysosomes are the cell organelles which are filled with some enzymes. Now, this when a cell is damaged, जब cell damage हो जाता है, then its lysosome, they may burst out and its enzyme digest up its own cell. So due to this, we can say the lysosomes are the suicide bags. The next question is, which organelle is known as the powerhouse of a cell and why? Powerhouse of a cell, we all know. Mitochondria, it is known as the powerhouse of a cell. Why it is called? It is called because it synthesizes energy in the form of ATP during respiration, which is the very vital process for various life activities. The next question is, where do the lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized? Now, this question is little bit tricky, but yeah, you can understand. Where do the lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized? So the endoplasmic reticulum, here it is directly talking about the endoplasmic reticulum. It has two types. That is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is responsible for the synthesis of lipids constituting the cell membrane, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, it bears the ribosomes and therefore responsible for synthesis of proteins constituting the cell membrane. I hope आंसर सुनने के बाद आपको ये क्वेश्चन भी समझ में आया होगा that where do the lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized. So the next question is, how do substances like carbon dioxide and water move in and out of the cell? Discuss. Now the exchange of CO2, water or oxygen between the cells, they take place by diffusion. Now this diffusion, it is the movement of a substance from region of higher concentration to the lower concentration. Oxygen is formed inside a cell due to respiration and it accumulates in the cell, so its concentration is high as in compared to the surroundings. On the other side, the oxygen, it is utilized inside the cell wall or in the cell during respiration and therefore the concentration decreases inside a cell while remains comparatively high and in the surroundings, as in the surroundings. So CO2 diffuses out and O2 diffuses into the cell. I hope ये वाले भी questions आप लोगों को clear है. अगर clear नहीं है तो please do let me in the comment section below. So yeah, how does an amoeba obtain its food? How do amoeba obtain its food? Now amoeba feeds on microorganisms like planktons. These are the microorganisms found on the ocean, sea, which are float on water. Now it develops a false feet or a pseudopodia to surround the food. Finally, it captures the food within a sac-like structure that is called the food vacuole, which digests the food. It takes place. Digestion हो जाता है उससे. So yeah, it is an important question. You have to know about this. How does amoeba obtain its food? Next comes is what is osmosis. Osmosis, it is the movement of water or a solvent from a region of higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane to the region of low concentration of water. It can take place in liquid medium and not in a solid or a gaseous medium. For example, absorption of water from soil by plant roots. Example भी देना चाहिए. It is very important. It gives you the extra mark or a complete mark, you can say. Next question is, plasma membrane is made up of which two components? Plasma membrane is made up of which two components? I want you people to answer this question. I will not answer this question क्योंकि हमने ये question पहले भी discuss कर चुके हैं हमारे starting slide में. So please do answer this question. Plasma membrane is made up of which two components? Now what is hypotonic solution, hypertonic solution and isotonic solution? Important question, right? So hypotonic solution, a solution having a solute concentration lower than that of a cell sap is called the hypotonic solution. Hypertonic solution having a solute concentration higher than that of the cell sap is known as hypertonic solution. Then comes the isotonic solution having a solute concentration same as that of the cell sap is called the isotonic solution. Next comes the cell wall is made up of which component? One mark question भी हो सकता है, fill in the blanks भी हो सकता है, but yeah, this is a basic and important question. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Everyone should know that. You're learning about cells, so cell wall, it is made up of cellulose. What is the intracellular source of digestive enzymes? What are the intracellular source of digestive enzymes? I want, ये भी क्वेश्चन हमने पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, so I want you people to answer this question. So yeah, ये भी क्वेश्चन आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताएंगे. Hint I'll give you is that intracellular source of digestive enzymes dash is known as the suicide bags. I hope अभी आपको समझ में आ गया होगा that what is answer. It is a one word answer. Okay. So yeah, let's get further. What is endocytosis? What is endocytosis? It is the ingestion or engulfment of food and other material by folding of the plasma membrane as it is seen in amoeba. ये भी question हमने पहले discuss कर चुका है. Where are genes located? Yeah, this is also one of the important questions. Genes are located on chromosomes in the nucleus. Genes are present on chromosomes and chromosomes are present inside a nucleus. Everything is present inside a nucleus. Now name two structures found in plant cells but not in animal cells. These can come in fill in the blanks or 1 or 2 mark questions. We name two structures, ऐसे कौन से दो structures है which are found in plant cells but not in animal cells. That is, the first one is cell wall. Cell wall is present in plant cell, absent in animal cell. Cell wall. The next comes is chloroplast. Chloroplast is present in plant cell while it is absent in animal cells. Next question is name two structures found in animal cells but not in plant cells. यही नहीं लिख देना है कि cell wall is present in plant and is absent in animal. No, not that way. Lysosomes, it is present in animal cells and absent in plant cells. Then comes the centrioles, it is present in animal cells while they are absent in plant cells. Now, which organelle is involved in the formation of lysosomes? One word answer है the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, it is involved in the formation of lysosomes. Which organelle is the storage sac of solid and liquid materials? Which organelle is the storage sac of solid and liquid materials? That is, the answer is vacuoles. Which organelle is the storage sac for solid and liquid materials? Vacuoles. Next comes is what is microscope. It is an instrument, optical instrument, consisting of lens and the combination of lenses, you can say, which renders a minute object distinctly visible. So yeah, this is okay question. Which organelle serves as a channel for transport of materials between cytoplasm and nucleus? Question को ध्यान से पढ़िए. Which organelle serves as a channel for transport of materials between cytoplasm and nucleus? इसका भी क्वेश्चन आप लोगों को ही देना है in the comment section below. Next is what is define plasmolysis. Define plasmolysis. What is nucleoid and which cell organelles other than nucleus contain DNA? ये कुछ questions है which I am leaving to yourself for you that you should answer these questions. Okay, let's get further. Then define what is diffusion. Diffusion, it is a movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is called as the diffusion. Next, How can you calculate the magnification of a microscope? You can see this. What is magnification of a microscope? It is calculated by multiplying the powers of eyepiece and objective lenses. Okay, question. Now, there would be no plant if chloroplast did not exist. Justify. So एक सेंटेंस दी है आपको, इसको जस्टिफाई करना है that there would be no plants if chloroplast did not exist. Justify. So chloroplast contain the pigment called chlorophyll, which is responsible for food preparation in plants by the process of photosynthesis. Now hence there were no chloroplasts, then there would not have been plant life. Now why is Golgi apparatus called the secretory organelle of the cell? So it is known as secretory organ of the cell because it packages material synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum and dispatches it to the intracellular, that is the lysosomes and plasma membrane, and extracellular, that is the cell surface. Next question is what is cell sap, and give its two components or compositions. Liquid content in vacuoles of a plant cell is called the cell sap. Now the cell sap contains sugars, amino acids, proteins, minerals, metabolic wastes, and many more things. Kuch questions, they are different, but they are related to this chapter. So next question is what is cytosol and cytoskeleton? Cytosol, it is the semi-fluid part of the cell cytoplasm, which is embedded in between cell organelles. Cytoplasm, it is cytoskeleton, it is a network of protein fibers present in the cell which provides a supporting framework for the organelles. Cytosol, it is a semi-fluid part of a cell cytoplasm which is embedded in between cell organelles, while the cytoskeleton, it is a network of protein fibers present in the cell which provides a supporting framework for the cell organelles. Next question is why are perioxysomes mostly found in kidney and liver cells? Now they contain some oxidative enzymes which they detoxify the toxic materials. Now since the blood carries various toxic substances to kidney and liver, so that is why the large number of perioxysomes are present inside the body in liver cells and the kidney cells, mostly found there. Define plasmodesmata. Now due to the presence of cell wall, the exchange of materials between the cells is not possible. So therefore the protoplast of plant cells, they are connected to the cytoplasmic channels, though they are connected with cell walls, and these are known as the plasmodesmata. Now these channels are used for exchange of the material between two cells. Next question is why do the animal cells not have cell wall? Good question. Animals do not have a rigid wall because cell wall are incompatible. They are incompatible with the way in which an animal moves and grows. The flaccid cell membrane, it is present inside a body which provides the animal cell freedom of mobility and formation of different tissues which is not present in plants. जो plants के अंदर present नहीं होती है. That is why in animal cell we don't have a cell wall, while in plant cells we have a cell wall. Why are the Golgi bodies found in large numbers in the cells which secrete digestive enzymes? Now, what we know that is the main function of Golgi bodies is to release proteins or the enzymes by vesicles. Now, no other organelle has this property. So therefore, these are largely present in secreting cells. So yeah, I think ये कुछ questions थे जो बहुत different है, related not to textbook but yeah, टेक्स्ट बुक में इसके वर्ड्स बहुत ही कम दिए होंगे 1-2 और बट या दीज आर रिलेटेड टू द चैप्टर, इट इज बेसिक. ये भी पूछे जाते हैं कभी कभी एग्जाम्स में. लेट्स गेट फर्दर. नाउ डू यू अग्री a cell is a building unit of an organism? If yes, then explain why. Now an organism it is made up of various cells, then tissues, then organs, then comes the organ systems and many systems like we have then respiratory system, digestive system. So here now an organism it is made up of various organ systems like digestive system, nervous system, many systems, etc. These organ systems in turn they made up of various organs are made up of tissues. Also tissues are group of cells performing the same function. Hence a cell is a building unit of an organism. मैंने आपको शॉर्ट में ये बता दिया. सेल से टिश्यूज, टिश्यूज से ऑर्गन, ऑर्गन से ऑर्गन सिस्टम, ऑर्गन सिस्टम से ऑर्गेनिज्म. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. डिफाइन रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम एंड स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. सो या इसको डिफाइन भी कर सकते हो आप, इसको आप डिफरेंशिएट भी कर सकते हो. डिफरेंशिएशन भी आता है इसका. Now, rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are the ribosomes which are attached on the surfaces, while the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they do not have ribosomes attached on their surfaces. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, they manufacture proteins and transport them to various places, while smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they help in manufacturing lipids and transports them to various places. Write the name of different plant parts in which chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast are present. Chromoplasts are present in flowers, fruits or any colored part of the plant other than green part. Chloroplasts, they are present in leaves and stem of the plant, that is the green part. Then comes the leucoplast. They are present anywhere in plant as they are colorless and they store food. Next question is what is cell division and give the types of cell division. I want you people to answer this question in the comment section below. ये भी क्वेश्चन हमने पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. Write the short note on Golgi apparatus and function of it. ये भी क्वेश्चन हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. I want you people to answer this question. Next comes is what is active transport and difference between the active and passive transport. This is also very easy question. ये भी हमने पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. You should know this. Please answer this in comment section below. Then next question is draw the diagram of an animal cell and mitochondria. These pictures you can find on the internet as these questions are very easy and very simple. You can see these on the internet. You can find the basic questions. So yeah, abhi tak I think I have discussed a lot of questions with you guys. जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस थे वो सब मैंने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं. टेक्स्ट बुक के भी इंक्लूड किए थे, पिछले साल के क्वेश्चन पेपर्स के भी मैंने इंक्लूड किए थे. जो भी क्वेश्चंस रिपीट हुए हैं आई वांट यू पीपल टू आंसर देम इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो. कोई क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया है या फिर आंसर समझ में नहीं आया है, प्लीज डू लेट मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो. प्लीज डू लाइक माई वीडियोज, कमेंट, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब द वीडियो, सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल. सो या अभी के लिए थैंक यू, बाय बाय, टेक केयर.